Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Last time we got, I don't know, I don't remember, it's been a while. But this time, we're just gonna have Chao's walking straight into trees. Yeah, this is going to be pretty much just a do stuff with Chao's video. Whether it's races or karate or just training them up. So the reason this Chao is walking straight into a tree, and also the reason that this tree is seemingly half invisible, along with this one. Well, first off, I don't know why they're invisible, and now this poor guy is going for that fruit. But I planted them in between episodes. Basically, I could only plant them with, Paul? Is that his name? I could only plant them with this guy, Paul, yes. Because he's the one that has the shovel and the watering can, and I believe what the watering can does is it just speeds up the growth of the tree. The trees only exist for a certain amount of time, though. He's really asking to be pet. So that tree that's right there is basically the same as a normal coconut tree. That tree is a round fruit tree, which I don't know what's so special about them other than the fact that certain Chaos like them more than other fruits. Here, just eat it. So basically I've moved everyone into this one because I want them to grow. I'm not sure if I've stated that before, but as you can see, they have very, very slight changes to their appearance. Not too much. Well, I threw him. Not too much to matter, really. Although he has evolved. Actually, I didn't realize that he evolved. Wow. Okay, well, you have that. But also, where's the other guy? Here. This guy's going, he used to be a Dark Chao in the last episode or whatever, whenever we showed him. Now I'm raising him to be a Power Hero Chao. So that's why he's like all red and has the little things on his fingers. And of course, the elephant in the room is that Paul has evolved, and he now looks a lot more like a Dreams or Nights into Dreams Chao. And also, his levels are fairly high as well. 59 in both Fly and Run. I focused on Run a little bit just so he would be faster for the races, and his power and swim are like secondary, and stamina is of course almost irrelevant, but it needs to be long enough to finish the races. Without further ado, I think we're going to go on and do some Chao races. I haven't gotten all of the ones for the jewel races ready, mainly because they're actually fairly hard once you get to round 5 and 4 and stuff. So I have most of them ready to go, even though I don't think I'd be able to beat these records, or beat the 5th level of these races at the moment. I might need to be like around level 70 for that. One thing that I do want to talk about, however, in this video is Jewel Chaos, because that's a thing that exists. But while we're doing that, we're going to actually start on these challenge races, because we can beat quite a few of them. And they're all actually different. Challenge, the strong gold and silver rivals. That's right, gold and silver. So, for the PC version of Sonic Adventure 2, I don't think you can get any of the Jewel Chaos. The ones you see right now are gold and silver Chaos. Both of these can be gotten in Sonic Adventure 1 in-game. Wait, those? The walls? They looked a little different, I don't know. It's just a little weird. But, basically, Jewel Chaos are considered to be the rarest form of Chao, especially if you have, like, a Chaos Jewel Chao, which is kind of insane. But gold and silver can be accessed from having Sonic Adventure 1. And, of course, if you have Sonic Adventure 1 on your GameCube and Sonic Adventure 2 on your GameCube, you can transfer the Chao data from Sonic Adventure 1 to Sonic Adventure 2 to get the Gold and Silver Chaos in Sonic Adventure 2. Otherwise, if you're playing Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube, you need to go... you need to have Sonic Advance for the GBA and have a connector to the Game Boy, from the Game Boy Advance to the GameCube, and from the GBA version, or not version, from Sonic Advance there is a little mini Chao garden in there, and you can actually transfer Jewel Chaos that you get from the Game Boy Advance version to here, and of course from that you can get like Ruby or Topaz, or I'm not sure if Topaz is one, Peridot, or many other different kinds of gem chows. I believe there's a garnet too. I believe ruby is considered to be the most rare. They all have a certain price in the chow garden, and they differ a little bit. Just keep in mind that if you're getting it from the chow garden on the advanced version, it's going to take a long time to get all the rings you need to buy a jewel chow egg. But yeah, you'll need to do that to transfer the jewel chows from that game into this game, where you can raise them normally as any other chow. However, I have the PC version of the game, and as far as I know, well, I'm 100% sure that you cannot get the jewel chows from the GBA version, because there's no way to connect a GBA thing to Steam. Also, there's been a lot of mechanics that have been introduced in this race that I haven't explained. Basically, the Jack-in-the-Box that we saw at the beginning can get you, but your luck stat is steadily increasing as you give your chow more chaos drives. Then there's the tree shaking, which is determined by power, and then there's that which is determined by intellect, which I believe you get more of if you give them animals, which I have none of. Although it might be backwards. Luck might be determined by animals, and intellect might be chaos drives. I don't know. Those are just two hidden stats that you can't really quantify. But yeah, in the PC version, I can't really get any jewel chows. I'm not sure if there's a way to transfer data from the Steam version of Sonic Adventure 1 to Sonic Adventure 2. If there is, then yes, I could possibly get a gold and silver chow, but I don't think that's possible. It might be, but it's not explained anywhere. Other than that, though, there is a way to get the jewel chows on here, and that's, of course, with a cheat engine, which has been developed. There is a chow something or other on Steam, it's on the forums, that you can basically change every single chow data thing that you have. The level of your chow, or maybe, I don't think you can change the level of your chow, but you can change the stat, like levels, like from A to B or B to S or whatever. You can change what toys you have in the garden, and you can change what type of chows you have in the garden. So therefore, you can add in a jewel chow from the little cheat engine and have a jewel chow for basically free. I've never used this cheat engine before. I don't have it. I haven't downloaded or anything. I might use it just to show off a jewel chow, just simply because I have no other way. Am I on the right race? Oh, it goes back to the normal thing. But simply because I have no other way of showing off a jewel chow, I might just do that. He. So this chow is basically the god among all chows. As you can see, he is sitting there in the front, and these chows have random animal parts. That's not aesthetically pleasing. I think the deal with he is that you fight him quite a few times. Or not fight him, but race him. And he's a fast chow. I think. He ought to be second place, if anything, in this race. God, these are some ugly chows. Child chows, get out of my face. Well, he's walking. Also, I'm not sure if this has been the first time that this has been shown off, but our chow is now running as opposed to walking. You'll see he has a slightly different animation than any other chow. He didn't get hit with a Jack-in-the-Box thing. Wait, are these all basically the same? This is the same course as the last one. I might show them off anyway. If simply to have a couple episodes where I can just chill and not have to worry about getting A ranks and anything, not knowing all of the chow positions. Yeah, that's basically why I'm doing a chow episode right now, is because I don't have the power within me to remember everything and go hard in the game, as it were. I have been working on my chow quite a bit, though, in between episodes, and I guess that's something I probably should show off whenever I do get the chance. God, our chow's just going to absolutely dominate. Why can't we just turn right and finish at the finish line over there? Alright, so, I can't really think of anything that's LP related that I can think of, other than the fact that Mario Maker, 2 months later, is still getting done to hell, and it's still bothering me. Yoshi's Woolly World, I've only seen Nintendo Capri Sun do it, but apparently I've heard, like, I unsubscribed to a bunch of channels because of Mario Maker, and apparently a bunch of them are also doing Yoshi's Woolly World. Even though, you know what, I'd say Woolly World is in a position where it doesn't really matter if you do it right now, because it's been out in every single other country for the last, what is it, 4 or 5 months now? And I guess it's generally an LPR rule that you shouldn't play a game within 3 months of it being released. I definitely think that anyone who wanted to do a day 1 LP of Woolly World got the UK version of it and just let's played it a couple months ago. So really I'd say it's justified to do an LP of anything, or of Woolly World, even though everyone's doing it now apparently. But generally I don't even follow the 3-month rule, I just play whatever game I want to. And generally the games that I want to play are a lot older. I think Bastion's the newest game that I've played, and that was maybe a year or so after it came out that I let's played that one. I guess Bayonetta's fairly recent too, but I'm doing Bayonetta 1. The release of this version of the game of Bayonetta is newer, but Bayonetta 2 itself would be the new game. Even though I'm pretty sure they were around a launch title for the Wii U, maybe a year or two ago? No, not a year or two, but definitely 2 years if it's like near a launch title. Finishing up that second race, no problem. He, as you can see, he is actually in the pool right there, based off the map. He's the purple one. Oh, I fell in a hole. That's also something else that's determined by your luck, but I don't think I've ever really finished a race without falling into a hole. Wowie. Okay, well that's 2 races in the challenge section. Section. Yep. I kind of want to really quick check and see if the next challenge race is actually on the same map as this one. Because if so, I'll mix it up and do Hero Race or something. What is the next challenge anyway? Just because I'm curious. I'm trying. Oh, you race Omo Chows. It's on a different course. Okay. Well then, fine. I'll do it. So I think we're just going to race 7 Omo Chows. Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh. So I've been playing this game that came out on iOS, and it's from Sega, called Sonic Runner? It's the one that's from left to right, not from back to forward. And it's actually fairly interesting. It's, to put it bluntly, it's one of the best things that Sega has put out recently for Sonic. And that's kind of sad because it's a free app on iOS. They have little mouths. Oh my god, that's disgusting. I don't think Omo Chows normally have mouths. Oh wow, are they actually somewhat keeping up with us? Wow, that's a little scary. No, we're vastly outrunning them. It just takes a while to quantify. What was I talking about before? Oh, the Omo Chows fell. Suck it. I think there's some kind of variable that makes you fall more often if you're running. But as you get farther into running, you fall much less. Because I noticed that like right when my Chow started running, it would fall 5 times in a single race and absolutely fail everything. Which is rather fun. Also, is that like a waterfall? I really like this area here. It reminds me of, I can't even think of the name of the game right now. Kind of reminds me a little of Skyward Sword. The second area in the oh, there he goes. You see, he falls at least once every race, I think, and still manages to way outrun everyone else. He can use a little bit of that stamina. But that second area in the forest area that you have to do after you do all of the areas once, that's what that area reminds me of. And maybe also from a little scene at the beginning of Twilight Princess. because honestly, the beginning of Twilight Princess is all I've seen. Okay, he tripped into the goal. I was about to say, did you just trip and ruin that entire thing? But no. It almost looks like the Omochaos have goatees? That's the word, right? God. I could really use some wings right now, you know? Okay, I think we're going to call it quits on the race for now. And what we're going to do is actually do the next challenge of karate, which I'm pretty sure we should be able to completely dominate at this point, even more than we dominated the first one. Look at him. Potato. So mad. I just like looking at all my diverse chows here, because none of them are going to grow up to be the same. I love it. Now we're doing standard, and if you did pay attention whenever we entered the Chow Garden on any other episode, there are 4 emblems for this. Lucky, he's a demon Chow. Or an evil, dark Chow, that's what they're called. We're gonna kick his butt, no problem. Oh, look at that, almost ringed out in one hit. Ugh, he's dead after this. Get out of here. Ringed out and destroyed. This is gonna take no time at all. I lost 1 Heart of Zeal there. Oh my god, we are so set. Also, something that I should mention, Sonic Adventure 1 does have a Chow Garden, as I previously stated. You can get the Jewel Chow, Gold and Silver in that game. But it doesn't have Chow Karate. It does have Chow Races, but they're immensely different. And fun fact, I actually just learned this the other day when the Runaway guys showed it off. Because I didn't expect them to show off the Chow Gardens or anything. But the races seem really not predictable and kind of luck-based, because what Chows will... Oh, this is a Power Chow. You can tell by its red. Also, its fingers look like strawberries or something. That looks really weird. Get out of here. How does it feel to be a professional karate Chow? Yet you suck. I don't think Chows can dodge attacks, by the way, if they're charging up an attack already. So that's why Paul here hasn't been dodging any attacks. We only have 2 more to go, don't we? Also, let's direct our attention for a second. Spooky. Spoop! Ah, this is perfect! Perfectly themed for Halloween, which is, like 2 days after when this video will go out. Whoa! He's got some defense. And he doesn't have much attack. Okay, never mind. We just used a really weak attack on him. Ooh! Get double attacked. Look at our stamina. It is just not going down. He's like, he was empty, and we still had 2.5 hearts. Gone. I kind of got off track there. I kind of want to pay a little attention to the art in this little area, because I like it. I like the demon chows in the background that are, like red and blue and green and yellow. I like that, and apparently they have some kind of, like, cup around their crotch. I don't know. Stinky. This is a dank-looking chow, and I don't think there's any way to get your chow to look like this. God, I wish you could. I don't know, there might. I just may have not been paying attention to anything at all. Well, there you go. There's our 1 emblem for this entire episode. Honestly, next episode is probably also going to be a chow episode. If you, Wow, that's actually interesting layering. The chow's under the text, but his ball thing is above it. His emotion ball. Which I guess the ball is actually rendered as a sprite, so it makes sense for it to be on a different layer. Aw. Here. Eat the food. Yeah, next time's just going to be another chow episode, because I need to have more than one episode recorded, and I still don't feel like doing research right at the moment, so more chows. See you all then.